I am extremely nervous tonight, and I really honestly don't know why. I feel unprepared. I feel like I don't know what to do next. And I'm nervous as hell. Hence the cigarette before. I have about 25 minutes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about. I talked to his mother, and she's kind of like, do what you feel, do what you want, is what she seems to be repeatedly telling me. Um, so I'm gonna try, and she also suggested that I play games with counting and letters and imaging. Um, so I'm gonna try that. Um, and I just thought that now I think I'm being more of a teacher than like a parent. I really haven't been much of a parent for the past 3 years, and it sucks. I really wish I could. I wish I could do more. I wish I knew how to do more. And maybe that's why I'm nervous, because I don't really know how to do. Like, this is a snapshot of like 2 snapshots a week, kind of like I try to grasp who he is, and then try to develop on that. Try to be a good influence on that. I can't tell him about my life because I'll bore him. What do you do? Paperwork, and I try to fix devices, and I drive. I go to meetings, and that stuff isn't like entertaining, or like it won't really grasp his attention. Like for a regular kid, it wouldn't even grasp a regular kid. My son is so active and so boom, boom, boom. It'd be like okay, well, let me find something else to do. All right, so let's do what works for right now, right? So what seems to work well: playing games that I can interact with him with. I can watch him play with his toys. And I'm hoping I could possibly have him show me one of his favorite books, or have him tell me one of his favorite books. That might work, right? Trying to, trying to process things, you know? And there's a lot that had to be processed in the past week, so I guess I'm trying to find a way to separate things. And I have to. I have to. I don't know, maybe between now and whenever I talk to him, something will come up. And I'll let you guys know. For right now, I need to woosah and calm down and be positive. Be positive, be happy. Because this is all about him, right? And my hair still hasn't been cut. I just got the clippers the other day. Just haven't had time to sit down and actually cut my hair. Hopefully tonight. Wish me luck, guys, as always. Thank you for all your support. Okay, it went decently well. He showed me his homework. It was, I have, like, I think it was I have, and a series of other words, and he had to read them. And there was like 7 to 8 sentences where he had, I have the bag, and I have the bow, and things like that. It was kind of hard to understand him, but he was trying, and I appreciate that. He has difficulties telling me about how his day is at school. But, 8 hours condensed to, like, a sentence is not really that easy. After that, he showed me this magnet school. Like, it looks like a lunchbox, and it has cars in it. And he has this police car. And I know most of you are kind of like, oh, you like police cars? If you really know who I am, you know that law enforcement is definitely something that, like, I love. I love cops. I love the military. I love, just because I've been in trouble before doesn't really change any of that. So there's that, and like I was just tickled pink about that. He was like, oh yeah, it's just a car, and you could tell that from how he behaved. But to me, I was like, awesome. After that, he showed me his tracks. His mom got like a little stand for the phone. It's hard because like I don't know how it's set up that like oh maybe like the screen and she only has like one of those back facing cameras, or maybe he can actually see me. I'm not sure, but like he can't really like when he's playing he's not gonna be too concerned about like, oh, what does the camera look like. But yeah, she kind of helped him. She was actually trying to do other things, and I saw that, and you know eventually she came around and actually held the camera because she realized that like he's 5, he's not going to be like, oh, let me worry about the right angle. I like the fact that she actually bought one of those camera stands. We just need to figure out how it's going to work with the dynamic of how fast he is. He's so zoom 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 zoom, and it's awesome. I love it. Like it's not even a bad thing. It's awesome. And he showed me his tracks as usual, his cars, which are always great to look at. There's one car that he had, like it's green, if I remember the color right, and you can turn it inside out and it's orange. And I'm like, oh, that's all. He was just like, look, like green, orange. Like he wasn't saying green, orange. Like, oh, switch, then switch back, switch back, switch back. I'm like, oh, that is great. That's awesome. Then he showed me his tracks, trains and all that, because the trains fit better on the tracks. I think that's what I was looking at. He was able to also tell me that, like, I think he was able to tell me, and like I said, the audio was kind of messed up, that the train that he had in his hand was like green and red. So that's a plus. And then after that, I tried to play a game with him. I was like, all right, first show me something that begins with the letter A, and he goes to his toy box and he shows me a car. I'm like, try again. And I was like, that's cool, that's a cool car, but show me something that begins with the letter A. And he goes back into the toy box and like, oh, looking for it, like, oh, it shows you something else. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that doesn't begin with the letter A. And his mom was trying to coax him, like, okay, well, try to focus, buddy, try to focus, look for something that begins with the letter A. And then he runs to the kitchen, like runs zoom with the flash, and goes to the kitchen and brings back one of those magnet A's. And I was like, this kid. Awesome. Then I was like, all right, try to show me some, and I tried another letter, and realized that his attention span was kind of like dwindling. It was getting close to the end of a visit, so I was like, okay, well, show me something that is white. And he showed me a piece of paper. He had writing on it, but he knew the paper was white. I'm like, oh, great. All right, now show me something that's red. Now, he had a red and white shirt. So when I said white, I was hoping he's looking at his sleeve, because it's like a long sleeve, white long sleeve, and a red short sleeve. And I was hoping that he noticed the white on the long sleeve. But like when I was like, show me something red, he's like, oh, look at this shirt. I'm like, yes, he got it. Oh, sweet, awesome. Enthusiasm, like praising, because that's the best I can do right here. And what was the next thing? I was like, okay, well, tell me the color of your pants. And that's when I kind of realized, okay, well, like he was like, oh, he's looking at them. He's like just showcasing them off. Like, these are awesome, pants, but he didn't tell me that they were gray and black, or gray and, or he didn't say the colors. And I was like, all right. And I was like, all right, let me try one more thing. I was thinking something like that's really, really easy. I'm like, all right, show me what you write with. And by this time, he just kind of went to the cars and the track and just kind of played like, okay, I kind of pushed it, I was pushing too hard. If I was there, I'd be like, okay, well, we're going to give it 5 minutes for you to kind of calm down, and we're going to try again. But like I said before, 2 snapshots of 30-minute, a piece is kind of hard to kind of. But I'm hoping to develop that bond, which is the more important thing. So that's what I'm hoping for. Now, the closing, like, hey, bud, let me say goodnight to you before you go to bed. And he goes, okay, and he just kind of like lounges back and like, waits for it. I'm like, all right, bud, I love you. I hope you sleep well tonight. That kind of stuff. And his mom's like, all right, say it back to him. He goes, okay, daddy, good night. I'm gonna kiss this, mwah. And he's like, mwah. So adorable, so cute. My son. Oh, and the magnet school. He when he was playing with it, he put all of his, when he was trying to do the tracks, he put all of his cars, like as much cars as he could, and like he put his weight onto the magnet school, which was like a lunchbox, to close it. and he picks it up, and like I can see like he's struggling. I'm like, oh, who's a strong man? Who's a strong man? And he's like, yeah, and he picks up with 2 hands, like, yeah, watch me. Like, it was great. It was great. And the phone call ended, and like within seconds, it rings again. And I answer like, "Hey, bud, what's up? Is everything all right?" It's like, "I want to tell you that I miss you." Granted, not so many words. Like, Mom, we called back, and just me understanding like the garble of the video call. Like, I miss you. Me and mommy let me call you to say that I miss you, and I almost broke. Like, I was like. I miss you too, bud. I miss you so much. So much. So much. I'm like, I miss you so much. So, like, I was nervous before. Heck, I'm still nervous now. Like, it's kind of winding down to, like, okay, well, there's a routine. There's a routine. And routines are good for him. You know. I just don't want to see more as a teacher, you know. I'm going to try to see if I can try to develop more of his, like, what does he do during the day, like, who are his friends, that kind of stuff. What does he do in school? What his daily routine is without his mom. Like, not as bad as his mom answers for him, because I know it's just kind of like, but like, I'm going to work to the point where, like, he's able to tell me, like, oh, school was cool. Me and dude did, this and that. So, I'm trying. It's tough, but I'm trying. His mom said something like, that she's happy, glad that I'm making this kind of effort. Paraphrasing, obviously not the exact words, but show me her appreciation, and I was appreciating her for letting me do this. The hardest thing is to try to be mutual through everything, but and is a process to understand the dynamic, to be okay with what is, rather than like what I feel or what I'm going through, because it doesn't matter what I'm going through. It's him. Right? He's the most important thing in this process. He is the process. The focus is him. So it's just being able to departmentize, if I'm saying the word wrong, everything else outside of him. So I'm working on that. So hopefully come Saturday, I'll get him to tell me how his school week was. Maybe even the name of one of his friends. So yeah. I'm just tired, guys. A lot going on. A lot to process. A lot to deal with. So, prayers, hopes, the whole shebang, whatever good vibes you can send me. Much appreciated. I'll see you guys later, okay? Thank you very much for your time.